Hello guys, Dama Does 82, and we are starting our first day in 7 Days to Die. The plan of this Let's Play is I'm going to be playing for 105 days in game, and we're just going to do our best to survive it. I don't plan on restarting or anything. If I happen to die, if I die, I die. I just go pick up my shit and just start back from where I was. So basically, aside from this bit here, everything's going to be on defaults. I might adjust these as the Let's Play goes on, if something might fit my needs a little bit better. So, yeah, just Dama Does 105 days. There's the world seed. If you happen to run that through Google Translate in Spanish, you'll probably get a chuckle out of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I sincerely apologize for this. It's just been a hell of a way to start this run on 7 Days to Die. Yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to touch on a few things before we got into the game. Every time I give myself something that potentially makes it easier, I'm going to add something to try to make it harder. At least I am in the options of the game before I start each session. So yeah, that's basically it for the moment. I'll have to do a commentary for the rest of the video here on out. So yeah, again, sorry about that. Hopefully we won't have this issue come up again. Alright, so here we are in the game finally. And yeah, I have no idea that the game wasn't recording. So yeah, I put down the bedroll, and now I'm looking for some materials, try to make an axe eventually. Got the bedroll crafted. We'll just plop that guy right down because it doesn't really matter at this point because we're probably just going to drop it somewhere else. We find somewhere safer. Anyway, now it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because I'm just going to have to try to find 2 small stones to make an axe. So I sped this part up a bit because me wandering around in the frickin' wilderness trying to find that second rock just took me way longer than I would have liked. And there I was trying to hit a rock, see if I could get a stone out of it, and I was completely wrong. It just loses durability on the block itself, and you don't get anything out of it. So yeah, kind of frustrated by that. And there's the second stone finally. And yeah, now we finally have the stone axe. So I guess nothing really to do right now besides maybe get some more materials together to try to finish up all this early game stuff. So we're going to put together some clothing out of plant fiber. And put that crap on. And now it wants me to build a club. Oh, now I'm finding stones. I actually really like clubs in this game. They seem pretty effective against a lot of different things, especially after you put like 2 or 3 points in a pummel Pete. Right now I'm like several episodes in, and that thing just absolutely demolishes zombies. Sometimes a lot of them in just one shot to the face, so yay that. And I want to take this stump here because sometimes you find honey, and honey is a great way of getting rid of your infections if you happen to pick one up. So I always try to keep at least 1 jar of honey on me just for that reason. So now just looking for a damn nest so we can try to make us a bow. Got a piece of armor here. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. Leave the backpack there. Great thing about those little bushes, the ones without the leaves on them, you can get a little bit of wood out of them for not much effort. You don't even need the stone axe to collect them. You can just punch it with your fist and still pick it up. I think it gives you like maybe 1 or 2 wood for each one you take out, so yeah, not too bad. And after I find this coal here, I decide to take a quick pause and save the waypoint, so we can come back and mine the coal later. And now just looking for signs of civilization, I guess. Still don't have any points to spend. And that's when I realized that I don't have any points to spend, because I thought by doing a couple of those activities I would have, like the quest that you get in when you spawn into the game, like putting together clothes and a bedroll and stuff like that. I thought I had skill points from that, but not yet. So after spending all that time to find the goddamn stone so I can make my axe, maybe you realize, you know what, I think I want to go ahead and harvest this big rock here, because I don't want to ever have to worry about stone again. So if I can get a bunch of it right now, then farming up stone later won't be too big of a pain in the ass. Alright, so now that we got the stone gathered up, I'm going to check this nest right here. Yeah, feathers would be very useful for putting together a bow and arrow. We'll definitely need one, especially here in a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and gather up this nastiness here, because it's got some resources that we can use later on. And we got a few more challenges that I want to try to knock out here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this once, and then we're going to put a campfire on top of it. There we go. Alright, so we got that shit done. And now we're just going to try to run through this place really quickly. There's our first zombie kill. Yay. Second zombie kill. Got some food here. Got a bunch of stuff I can't gather up yet because I don't have an axe or a shovel. Go ahead and grab that wood there. I thought there might have been a zombie there. That's why I bust open. There's zombie number 3. And we're going to go up into this little ranger station looking thing here. No zombies in here, so just look around and the floor falls out from underneath us, which sucks. Take 2 shots to kill this guy because the first one absolutely misses. We drop him, and I think we got pretty much, yeah, we got everything we can out of this level up. So we drop down here, grab some ammo, we pop open this crate and grab some more ammo, take that chair, check the box. Actually got a few good things in here. Awesome. Alright, so now we're just checking the rest of the room. And we're just going to bust out of here. Grab some wood there after we repair the axe. And then I realized that there's some stuff hidden there behind the cabinet. There we go, some gunpowder. We can use that later on. And now if the mic was actually working, you would hear me going, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit, Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit. Yeah, these little bastards are really hard to catch. I thought I'd leave it in here because it's actually kind of funny. Come here, little bastard. There we go. And I need to make myself a knife so I can harvest the meat and whatnot from them. In this early point in the game, having this kind of stuff is kind of important because you'll need it to survive. And there we go. Alright, so moving on. We see the trader outpost there in the distance. So I think I'm just going to do a time lapse here. Try to move things along a bit faster because it takes me a while to walk over there. So yeah, we're just doing this in a fast forward bit here because it takes me a little while to get to the traders. I tried taking a few shots at this deer, but I don't even hit it, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to waste my arrows on it. Find some bird's nests, clean them out, take that stump so I can try to get some more wood, possibly some honey, another bird's nest, another bird's nest, and then I finally get to the Trader Joel's here. Just gonna search this place real quick, see if we can't find some decent stuff. Got a few decent things out of here though. Do some inventory management. I want to look at the vending machine. And here I am with Trader Joel. So what do you got for us here? Clear zombies, like right next door. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that shit.
I have a dilemma and could use. Well, all right.
Let's see what kind of shit you got here. Not really a whole lot I could sell him. I'm going through my inventory here, see if there's like anything at all I could give this guy. Didn't look like it. You can still hear a zombie beating on the wall out there. And we're encumbered. I've completely forgot about that. Yeah, there wasn't really anything I could sell him. It's like, okay, well, whatever. Maybe we'll get some money from doing this mission here.
Well, there's always Shamway up the road. You can try looting.
Just want to check the pile again. I don't know why. There's nothing in there. Try to see if I could take some of the coffee, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, a little disappointed. Coffee's it's an amazing resource to have in this game. And there's Mr. Biker. First one we see. Couple of shots to the face, and he dies. He's stuck on the barbed wire, which is super useful for us because it just basically pins him in place while we beat him to death. And just looking around, see if there's anything useful. We're gonna put together the storage chest. And I think that this is the building that I was supposed to go to for the quest, but I'm completely wrong. I think it's one behind it. Just dropping off some stuff that we don't need. I swear I spend more time trying to move shit around in my inventory than like anything else in this game. Just in case we come across the safe, I want to keep those lockpicks on me. A torch could potentially be useful. I haven't tried the using a sledgehammer yet, so I want to give it a try. I still haven't realized that this is the wrong house yet. But I'm definitely waking something up in there. Yeah, that's the correct house. And we're just going to make a hole in the fence so we can jump over into the backyard and check this place out. And I got this nasty habit of where I just want to try and collect anything I potentially see as useful. So yeah, I'm probably going to try harvesting a bunch of shit that probably is going to be useful till later on. So I decided I want to make another storage chest. I go down here to the street and I plop it like right there, which ends up being a huge mistake. But I'll tell you guys about that here in a moment. I think I'm trying to get the shit that I left over at this other house and bring it back. Yeah. Pick up the bedroll. Try to bring all that crap with me. And I'm going to bring the chest because, well, this is the wrong house anyway. There we go. So now I'm back over to the right house. I decided I want to try to spend some of my skill points here. Yeah, roll 1 cardio. That's pretty good for helping out with your stamina. I think I put a point into animal tracker. Try to help with hunting a bit. And we're looking around in here for intellect stuff. Go ahead and take advanced engineering 1. And I think I put a point into pummel Pete. Nope, boomstick. And there's a chicken. No, another rabbit. The hitboxes on those things are just incredibly small. I think at this point I'm just kind of like, fuck it, because I lose the rabbit. Check this duffel bag, some empty jars. I swear I come across more empty jars than anything. Pick up a rock. You can honestly never have enough stone, because you always find use for it at some point or another. Alright, so we're going to plop down our bedroll here and empty stuff into this storage box, which again ends up being like a huge mistake. All the stuff that I put in there I'm going to lose here in a moment. And there goes my land claim block, which, yeah. Alright, so I walk over here to start the quest. Actually, no, I go back in here to see if there's anything useful I can get out of it. Yeah. The charred wood is a pretty decent source of coal, so that's why I'm getting it. Coal is something that we'll eventually find a use for. It's especially handy when making gunpowder. I'm kind of missing having an iron or a steel axe at this point because in the run with Lokari and Iron Mark III, I would have just one-shotted all these piles. There we go. And I hear something running around outside here, so I think I'm going to give my hammer... Yep, first zombie down with the hammer. Trying to get the timing down on this thing is a little bit harder than using the club, so I think that's the reason why I continue on with the club. And decide I'm going to go down here and look around just a bit, see if there's anything that'd be worth grabbing. Because whenever you go to hit that quest marker, all the loot respawns. Just looking around. I hear something off in the distance. And there's 2 zombies in there. There we go. And there's another one right there. And we pop his head too. So let's look and see what's in this passing gas crate. That's a good find. This house is kind of a pain in the ass to search because most of the floor is burnt out. We're going to go in this room, have a look, you see. And this guy startles us a bit. Smack around a bit with the sledgehammer. Yeah, that sledgehammer used up so much stamina for each hit. Lucky goggles. Lucky goggles are pretty nice because they will increase the likelihood of finding good shit. And had to do some parkour up here, and we kill this guy. Yep. And this guy. And we'll plop down here. Look through these clothes. Puffer coat. I think I end up... Well, no, I thought I scrapped it. Okay. Still looking around. Check these drawers. Acid and a wrench. Wrenches are very, very useful. For some reason now I can't pick up that... There we go. Sometimes the boxes on the stuff in this game, it's very hard to hit. It's especially frustrating when you're trying to do like farming stuff because the oops, fell down. Anyways, like I was saying with the farming stuff, trying to hit those hitboxes just right to make sure that you actually pick up the stuff that you're trying to collect. You end up punching the ground more times than you actually picking up vegetables that you're trying to farm. It's, yeah, pain in the butt. So let's see what's in here. And I realize that the door is actually unlocked. Let's have a look over here. Vitamins. Another wrench, awesome. Some nasty water. I'm going to try to gather up some more of this coal here. Then I realized I got the wrong tool to be using for that. There we go. Got the mattress. I'm going to try tearing down the bed. Beds are a great source of springs. I'm trying to get that faucet off of there. That's a good source of lead. And these bathtubs take a while to break down. Probably wasn't worth it in the end, to be honest. And tearing down these sinks can be pretty nice because they'll give you a lot of short pipe that you're going to use in a lot of things. Pipes can be used for making vehicles and a lot of the more advanced things in the game. And we're going to try to take this faucet. Try to get some brass out of it. Alright, jumping over here. That door is locked. So I'm thinking, fuck it, we'll just go right through it. You can really hear him pounding away out there. But what's crap is that I'm like several days in and I barely have found an upgrade for this. It's just like a level 1 iron axe, I think. Granted, it's a bit more effective, but I'd give anything to have my steel axe back from the Let's Play with Mian and Kari. That thing, you could take down a full health tree like 2-3 shots. And we got one of the big fat zombies. Gonna stab him in the face a few times. Looks like he's got some bleed damage on him, and that, I think, is the first hit we actually take. Yeah, that takes way too much stamina. And we found a better club. Awesome. We end up scrapping down the one that we made. And scrapping that faucet. And scrapping that faucet. I have a search in the washing machine. No, I guess not. See if there's anything useful. Not looking like it. I hate doing parkour in this game. And I need to finish up here because it's getting a little late, and when that happens, zombies move a hell of a lot faster. I think I have them set for sprinting at night. And since we're pretty low level, it'd probably be a good idea to get the hell out of here and maybe find a place to stay for the night. And, yep, there's another rabbit. I think I ended up losing them because this tall grass just makes it so hard to spot them. And this little garage here is where we're going to end up staying. Granted, it's probably a little cheesy because it's, you know, like right next to the trader, but whatever. It ends up being a huge boon for us, so yay that. So it's right about here that I decide I'm going to try to fortify that garage a little bit more. So we're going to chop down this tree for some wood. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and fill in this area where the garage door is supposed to be. Fill in the blocks. And we got our first annoying neighbor. And we deal with her like we deal with any annoying neighbor and stab her in the face with a bone knife. Gonna upgrade these walls. Check to see if there's anything else I use in there. Some ammo. And we run out of wood to upgrade with. So I'm just going to take apart these boxes. I see that there's some stuff up there that we could probably get to, so I'm going to try to get the duffel bag here. Bandage. I'll probably end up using that at some point, I'm sure. And we're just going to get rid of all this crap here. I'm wanting at some point to make an access to the roof, so that's one of the reasons why I'm tearing that out. And get rid of some more of this plywood up here. There we go. And we're going to put down a storage chest so we can try offloading some of this shit we got. And Joel just letting us know that he's closing up shop for the night. We take a look at these challenges, or at least the first one's the challenges. The second one's from like Duco, whatever this place is. Sounds like a bit of an asshole to me, but I don't think he's part of the game yet. So yeah, so still all out of wood. Gonna try to make some room by chopping up these boxes and the cabinets. Make that door just a little bit more stronger, and I thought I wanted to try to make a hole through the floor. So obviously the floor is a no-go. It just takes that stone axe forever to chop through it, so yeah. And it's nighttime now, and I don't feel like trying to outrun zombies when I'm just trying to get from point A to point B, and so I decided to leave that quest for the next morning. So yeah, back to getting rid of these boxes. As a matter of fact, I remove a lot of this shit away from the walls. That's where I plan on putting things like chests and workstations and things like that. The workbench, the chemistry station, maybe a couple of forges. At least that's what I have planned. So we're going to get rid of this cement. Hopefully find a use for it later. Just saw that I leveled up, and I'm going through here trying to figure out what I want to decide. Spoiler alert, I end up going with, I think it's healing factor. I'm considering building a blunderbuss. I noticed that rabbit going by. I tried to tear apart that box over there, and it wakes up a zombie. And I can hear him beating away at the wall there, so I go out there to try to deal with him. And yeah, he gets a few good hits on me. Grab the spear back. And back in here, try to heal that abrasion. Make some more bandages, because that was the last one that I had. And let's see here. Yeah, get that healing factor going. And see if we can't get rid of some more of this crap in here. Get rid of that little pile of trash. Get rid of that box there. And I think I'm hearing things again. Grab something to eat. And try to tear down these boxes again. I'm trying to be really slow about it so I don't make a whole lot of noise, but it seems like it doesn't really bring any zombies our way anyway, so I just like try to get it done as fast as I can. Worried about that box making a whole bunch of noise, so that's why I only take a bite out of it a little bit at a time. So let's go back out here, see if there's anything. There is a bicycle chassis schematic, which I don't end up using because I just go straight to the mini bike. It's way more useful. Nothing in the trash. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking around to see if there's anything I can do. Alright, so let's look around and see what I get to work with here. Got some more wood, always nice. Some lead, we can use that to make bullets or shotgun shells later. Find some gas in the drum there, very nice. Just kind of skulking about, see if I can find anything useful. And go back inside. Dump off that and that. And that. And I see that I'm fatigued, so I go back in here, grab the vitamin and use it. Get rid of the fatigue. Alright. And we try to tear down this electrical box again. Try to make sure no one hears us. Get a couple of good hits in on it. There we go. Got rid of it. I'm just trying to keep busy till it's daytime out, and it's still pretty sketchy on if there's anything around here. I just poke my head out every now and then, see if there's something interesting I could get into or try to look through. Find some of those little bushes that give you wood, so that's always nice. Pick up a rock. Just make a quick look around the perimeter of the building here. Yeah, nothing really going on. And I take these center blocks and make stone out and try to make sure I'm not alerting any zombies again. I guess I forget all about trying to break down those center blocks. I want to go see what's in this bag. Some scrap boots. I think I just end up scrapping them. The nitrate powder, that's useful. Getting some more wood. Yeah, still not much going on out here. There's another rock we can pick up. Again, like I said, just trying to kill time, see if there's stuff that I can find out here that'd be interesting while we're waiting on the new day to start. And then I see our first real big problem at the start of the series. There's a bear over there. I'm trying not to get his attention. Trying to take down that cotton plant. I don't even know why, but gathering up cotton isn't exactly a hard thing to do. I mean, you find cloth like everywhere, so it's almost like pointless to grab cotton. There's so much stuff that you can salvage, or not cotton, but cloth from. It's, yeah, kind of pointless. I saw that garbage. It doesn't have, or it's not been looked through yet, and yeah, nothing there. Go ahead and pick that up. At some point, I'm going to end up having to put spikes around that house to try to deal with that bear because it's going to come for us here after a while. I think that happens either at the end of this episode or the start of the next, but yeah, that bear is a real pain in the ass. Try to get some more wood off of this plant here. I'm probably thinking to myself, maybe I could try to tear down that car, but I just don't want to risk drawing anything out to try to kill us right now, so yeah. And then I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Animals show up on the map. The problem is that here with all this tall grass all over the place, it's extremely hard to spot rabbits. And I eventually come back to the center blocks here, which I'm just going to tear those down. Doesn't take too long. It's always useful to have stone. You're always going to find uses for it, and you basically, everything concrete related, all takes stone, so yeah. And it's morning time. There's that bear off in the distance again. Still not quite sure what to do about him at this point. I mean, eventually I'm going to take care of it with a couple of shots from a blunderbuss, but yeah. Right now I'm just trying to avoid him altogether. So I was just scrapping down some crap. And just looking through the inventory, seeing if there's anything I could take out of there. There's not really a whole lot I can do right now. Putting together a campfire would be useful. Then I realized that I don't really have a place to put it, so yeah. Usually with the campfires, you want to raise them up off the floor just a little bit. Yeah. So I think I end up putting the fire on top of that table there. And we got a pot for it already. How about that? I decided I'm going to boil up some water. Or no. There's that bear again. I decided I'm going to try to use a wrench to repair the door, and then I remember, oh yeah, wrenches don't work on repairs anymore. So yeah. Anyway, still really worried about that bear because right now it's in between me and a quest I need to get to. And here's some fat ass zombie just strolling down the road. Crack him over the head a few times. Take him down. Come on, zombie. That's right. And he goes down. Goes back up. Crack him across the head again. Doesn't do anything. Gotta let my stamina regen just a little bit. Bash him in the head again. And again. Yeah, these fat ones are hard to take down. There we go. They're worth a lot of experience too. So I decided that I think at this point I'm going to try to get back into that house that we're supposed to do the quest for. Just want to check that mailbox. I've got some paper in it that we'll probably use to craft some shotgun shells here later. Yeah, I don't know if paper really has much of a use, to be honest. There's another zombie out there. I'm going to try to see if I can snipe him with the bow. Completely miss. But I ended up getting his attention anyway, so I'm like, fuck it. And just spear him in the chest. Whack him in the head a few times. There we go. Take her spear back. And just try and keep an eye out for that bear because that thing would kill us almost instantly, as weak as we are right now, early game. So remember that box that I put down there, the bedroll? I tried to start it and it tells me that I can't do it because of the bedroll. So I go back over here, pick up the bedroll, and like put it on the other side of the street. Like, okay, maybe that's far enough away. And it says that the bedroll is still too goddamn close. So yeah, I have to go back out there and move the fucking bedroll again. Actually, I think I might just run all the way back to the house and put it there. I don't know. Or back to the garage, I mean. This game is fairly easy to get distracted. So I decided I have to wait on that a little bit longer till I can get my bedroll down somewhere else. So I'm just going to pick through this bird's nest real quick, get some feathers. And then I'm probably like, fuck it, let's just go through and take it out or start the house anyway. And that ends up being a huge mistake because that chest that I put on the curb out there, it's gone now, and all the stuff that was in it. I don't realize it just yet, but I come back into the house and we're going to try to see if we can take out some of the zombies in here. Realize that I'm all out of arrows. I have nothing to make arrows out of. So like, screw it, we'll just go in with our melee weapons. And there's that shamwood box again. I think I forget about the zombies that are over. Oh, that guy's in a different spot than last time, so just going to stab him in the face with a bow knife a few times. And I end up waking up some other zombies in the process. That one's down. I actually like the knife in some ways because it seems like it's got a much faster attack than a lot of the other melee weapons. Just stab him a couple of times with the spear there. There we go. Get rid of him. And we still got that guy down here to contend with. Poke him a few times. Kind of a weird fall animation he does. And down he goes. So we try to go and grab this box again, I think. I repair the stone axe, and let's see what's in here. Repair kit and a wheel. We'll eventually use that for the mini bike. And I decided I want to take this cobblestone because I'm sure I'll find a use for it later. Useful trick, though, I've learned from watching some other YouTubers play this. And you can actually scrap the cobblestone to get regular stone out of it. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. It's pretty nice, actually. And here we are back to these same doors. I can't get into it, so I'm going to have to bust it open with an axe. So let's go and see what's in here. There's the zombie again. Crack him in the face a few times with the club. There he goes, down like a sack of potatoes. Check the purse. There's some money and some ammo in there, which is awesome. And we're going to tear apart this bed. Get a few useful things out of it. And I think that's where I decided to wrap it up. So I guess I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been Dama Does and Dama Does 105 days and 7 days to die. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day and keep your hammer high. Later.